is a fickle thing. By all means, it is something that holds no grounds. It has no roots in anything of reality, a pipe dream, a delusion, a quiet prayer from the mind of something that dares to dream of something better. It is as tangible as a ghost, as real as a myth, and as holy as faith, which is to say that it is just as strong as you believe it to be. As you watch, as the tail end of your ship, the faithful Juncaller, deemed the Silent Stars, just as you reel from a vision that burns with the heat of the sun, just as you realize you may never again see your friends before the end of everything as you know it, maybe, perhaps, you do the only thing that anyone could do in such a situation. Maybe you dare to hope. You guys rush out of the small little bunker to in fact see the last message that home has sent you, leaving you desolate, stranded on the asteroid.
Abu, I'm reaching my limits! How are we gonna save the entirety of the Pack Worlds now?
Okay, so we're stuck here, and home is gone. Who's close enough to us? Maybe there's a ship passing by. If we keep sending out signals.
We can...
First he's like spamming the communications for home. It's like, come back right now, young lady!
You start sending as many messages as you can to the home terminal, and you do until your fingers grow sore, until eventually you get this kind of cut communication that your ship is too far away to reach you, and with no kind of central communications tower to reach further out, your messages go into the void. Alright, listen, Kamu's got a good idea. Maybe, look, the diaspora's pretty wide and, nothing really kind of in between, but we can try to set up some sort of beacon with what remains from this house, or some sort of comms terminal. Gortham Sound found this place at some point, right? So...
And, well, we can salvage some technologies from the basement.
Right, we didn't discover the lab before, and there's still some stuff that, the child that left behind, so maybe we could find something and turn around? She had communications with, Dr. Kamu and Sonia at some point, so it can't be a complete wash.
Okay. Guess we'll start looking then.
The couple start running towards the basement.
Okay. You are checking in the basement. Mercy, is that where you were heading as well?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys rush back down into the lower kind of decks of this little hideaway lab space that you had found. You go back and just to reiterate to you what this looks like, there is it's almost like a small kind of homey little room with half of it kind of left forgotten and abandoned with old cozy furniture, and the other half appears to have been child's workspace where she had been working on. There is this experiment that you had just activated that had given you this kind of vision, and some notes also on something called the Moon Song.
I'm gonna start singing.
What are you singing?
Well,
Wait, hold on. You are... What are you singing?
Not to me, I said Kamu.
Oh, I see.
they want us to sing what?
A moon song. You know what that is, yeah.
Yeah, the moon song. We've all heard of it.
Yeah.
We can find it in front of us. Perhaps something that generates radio frequency. Then we can put something together.
Can you give me a perception
Yes.
check, Kabu, as you are a scout scrounging for things?
Okay. That is a. Oh, do I should double check?
The only moon song I know is Fly Me to the Moon.
23 for perception.
23. Okay. I will say also the moon song is a note that you see kind of written on the slab. It is next to both this setup of the tuning forks and the Sun Disciple kind of research that you've seen on the table. Exactly what it refers to is unclear, but it seems to be associated with something within there. Kamu, you begin to scrounge around for things that you could use to perhaps build like an antenna of something, something to amplify your communications. With a 21, you said?
23.
23. As you are kind of searching in this space, you seem to be checking on Child's side of the lab. There seems to be a lot more kind of up-to-date technologies, if you can call it that. It's an amalgamation of this Terran technology that you have no familiarity with, and bits of kind of Pack-World's tech that you can see has been integrated into different things. You begin to go over and kind of like pull out some of the tuning forks from the experiment, taking out different things, maybe something that can amplify signal. And as you do and kind of pull away, you see bits of kind of like schematic diagrams that have almost been like taped underneath the setup. And it is like you see different iterations of this project, different kind of versions. This one is like maybe like the 12th or 13th iteration of this thing, and all of the other schematics, they seem not like this is something that has been long kind of worked on to try and get something perfect, but not quite. Several kind of X's stroke through the old ones, and like new ideas still even after this one.
Someone has, well, the child has been fine-tuning this stuff. Do they all look like the tuning fork? Do they all look like Child was trying to tune into the static?
It looks like Child, whether this was like specifically, because you know the telespheres were kind of made, right, by something, perhaps Child had involvement with that. This doesn't feel quite like the telespheres. It feels like a different kind of project. Maybe related to the static, but you don't think entirely so. You think like Home was trying to create, Child was trying to like recreate something, and wasn't quite getting it.
Very well. There might be something interesting here.
Are you talking about that, science experiment?
Yes, if telespheres are intended to, well, emit some wavelength of static, then this is something else. Could this be whatever moon song that Mercy was trying to find?
Like it's some sort of Sun Disciple thing that she's trying to build?
Yes. Or something that some disciples have, and that she's trying to use technology to recreate.
Have we looked up elegy yet?
What elegy?
In that document, it says the song is called Elegy. I think. Or is that, yeah.
An elegy is just kind of like a type of song that you, I don't know, usually used to mourn someone. Maybe this, whatever sign she was trying to create something to sing this elegy or summit.
Alright, sing a sad song, come.
Well, we're just supposed to narrate the song?
We don't know what type
It's
of, whatever this moon song is. If it, even is a song at all, or some Sun Disciple magic chant or something.
I'm gonna look in, we have 2 resources, right? Is there anything else that says this song? Like mood song or an elegy or song of months?
If the resources, are you talking about the Encyclopedia Terra from the other side of the room?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, you have that, and you have kind of child's laptop. So you do have kind of 2 kind of sources of information. If you would like to look, why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check?
Natural 20.
I will tell you what you find. You
Hell yeah.
start heading over to the encyclopedia. Meanwhile, you see Vernon's kind of looking over at these notes on like this Sun Disciple connection, just kind of shaking his head, and he kind of mutters underneath his breath, "Damn sure would be great to have Cassock here about now." As you head over to the encyclopedia. You begin to search through it, kind of frantically, looking for moon and song, and you get a lot of things on like kind of Terran music, and things that aren't. There doesn't seem to be anything written in here about like Sun Disciples or anything. And just as you are kind of scrolling through the thing, looking for anything related to, you get history on the moon. Terra had a moon, probably now defunct with everything else that had happened. But as you are doing that, kind of peeking out of one of like the corners of this kind of like medium, you kind of like almost like lift kind of the laptop up, and a sheet of paper, a small kind of sheet, slips out of it, and you see a kind of date written on it. And let me just tell you what it says.
It says that to get off of this asteroid and stop everything, you need to do XYZ.
And that's all the note says.
What?
1216 driver's test.
I guess she was trying to get off the asteroid.
Which computer is this from? This is from the
This is
older
from
side?
the encyclopedia, yes. This is from Mother's side.
Mother's. Okay.
Driver's test.
Can I look up that date in her computer?
You begin looking through the encyclopedia, trying to find this date, and this is mostly kind of like a log of documents, with the intent to kind of record the history of Terra. But there are kind of a lot of personal notes in here, and so as you're kind of sweeping by, you find a kind of small, like, sticky note almost app of like a bunch of kind of laundry list of things, but one of them has a link to a video.
Oh gosh. Was that a bad one? I'll move you open this link.
What we found? It's a video.
Yeah.
I think we'll hit play.
Kamu, with no reservations, you hit play. As you do, a video kind of pops up, and you see a small kind of woman with this kind of like curly red hair, kind of looking into what appears to be some sort of video log. She kind of stares at the camera, kind of typing a couple of things to get it prepared. You listen to Hypatia on this pre-recorded video. Happy birthday, sweetie! Now, it's a rite of passage for every young woman to earn her driver's license at 16, and just because we're a little lacking in the vehicles department out here, doesn't mean you get to shirk your time-honored tradition of taking your driver's test. Now, I know I can't make it today, and I know you'd say you'd put this off until I get back, but time waits for no one, missy. I know she's not really a cherry red convertible, but the Blue Jay is a fine substitute for a beginner. I've left a little scavenger hunt for you. The keys are in the garage in the second drawer from the top, and once you do the location tracking, it should come right to you. I have further instructions on the ship. I will see you there! And she gives a little salute, and the video cuts.
Comes to the scavenger hunt if you immediately tell her where it is.
Not very good at directions.
What if this vehicle's still here? Maybe it's suitable.
Oh yes.
No.
We didn't really see anything here. I mean, the garage was empty before, but I mean, I guess we didn't really have keys to a ship.
I hope it's like a ship and not like a normal car that we can't really use.
Considering they're living on this asteroid, I don't think it'd be, much help for them to have a fully land vehicle.
You know, you can drive from one side of the asteroid to the other in like 2 seconds. I'm facing up. I call one word,
Shotgun?
When you're... Yeah, fine.
Mercy, you begin racing up to the garage area of the asteroid. Immediately kind of like pilfering through. There appears to be a lot of like abandoned kind of, there's a tool chest with a couple of like rusty wrenches in it. And you begin digging through this shelf full of a bunch of different, loose bolts and screws. You aren't really familiar with this tech. Most kind of ships are operated by comms terminal. So when you pull out this kind of physical key, you're wondering if that is actually what activates a vehicle, but you don't really see much else.
Oh, I'm not a pilot.
You found the key.
Yes, this little doohickey.
And that's the key to a ship? Not like, I don't know, the front door or something?
Yes, this looks a little odd. Well, with no better options, we gotta try it.
Mercy does not want to hand the key to anyone. She goes to wait. Do we see it? Oh yeah, I'm gonna press the location thing.
So you see on this key fob, there are a couple of buttons with different symbols you don't quite recognize.
Press them all.
You press all of them. Just as like Hawk and Vernon and Kamo kind of looking over you, about to wonder if that's a good idea. I'm sure one of those isn't like the ejector sheet or something. You didn't just tell the ship to self-destruct on the other side of the asteroid or something.
If I was building ship for the child, I wouldn't put that button there.
As you press all of the, when you press all the buttons, Mercy, several things happen at once. One, you hear a blaring alarm start going off, almost underneath your feet. It is then that you see the floor begins to shift below you as you hear kind of cranks and gears going. You all kind of wildly step back from the center as lifting up from the ground this kind of rusty, small, kind of almost just a tad bit bigger than your skiff on the Silent Stars appears to show up. It has like kind of old-fashioned like wings, definitely a make and model that you have never seen in the Pact Worlds.
Tell me that this is like innovative. It's the best ship.
Well, it's certainly novel. I don't think I've seen anything like this before.
I'll take it. I'm running inside.
You rush over, trying to figure out how to get inside, actually. Having done all... It's still blaring, by the way, from the alarm that you set off on the key fob. And you see that the doors kind of clank open. You kind of have to squeeze yourself into them, kind of almost as if going through a window, something, into this space. But you being a halfling, Mercy, kind of slip by.
Where's the automatic doors on this thing?
You kind of
turn off the alarm somehow. Like, look at the controls.
You go over to the what you think is the cockpit of this ship. Just kind of a singular small seat, very kind of cramped, and tons of buttons and controls. You do see words, and they are all written in Terran. So you have to make kind of the conversion, and you see like shift, park, drive, things that you don't know how to really pilot a norm. What's your piloting skill?
Probably terrible. Definitely have my...
Come will help Hawk get into the... It will kind of hold the door.
Hawk. Oh, I got it.
Hawk has already scrambled in. He kind of like looks at the gap that he kind of like shimmies in through, and then he looks back to you, Kamu. Kamu, do you need help or?
Mercy's about to press all of the buttons.
Mercy presses the door to shut. Presses the button to shut the door, and Kamu gets vivisected in half.
Oh my! I have 0 piloting with +2 modifier.
Yeah, so you look at all of these controls and you're like, "Yep, this is probably a cockpit." It has one of those control stick thingies that you think you use to pilot. A lot of buttons and switches. So yeah, pretty good. There's a little like air freshener hanging from the kind of from one of the gears. It's long since faded its scent, but.
This thing must be a relic. It's in the shape of a tree, and therefore it means, nature bound. We must go to nature, guys. I got it.
You are speaking to yourself alone in the cockpit as everyone else is trying to figure out how to get Kamu. It flash cut to Kamu's antlers hitting the sides of the door several times as Hawk is trying to pull you in. Yeah, I think if you just tilt your head a little bit, the other left, yeah, kind of. It's just this part. I think it's just enough clearance to kind of get your way in.
Hawk, if you'll stop holding us, we can.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to help.
Come takes a step back, and you see silver strands of nanosite begin to kind of shift on their head, and Come will kind of reshape himself to fit through the door.
You kind of missed your way in through the door to avoid the space problem and find yourself inside the ship. Coming back together, you stand at attention, immediately slam your head against the ceiling.
What's piloting? Wait, you're here. That means Mercy.
You all step in and you see, Mercy, what are you doing in the cockpit?
I am trying to find the espresso machine. I'm pressing buttons. Why isn't this making coffee?
Mercy, I know a great game we can play. It's called Don't Press All the Buttons on a Strange Ship That We Don't Know What They Do.
My dad tries to make me play that all the time. That's boring.
Damn, I was sure that was gonna work. You
Alright,
see...
what about this big red button?
No, do not press big red buttons!
I want an espresso.
Kind of behind you, Vernon has stepped in through the window. You see he's there's an old kind of crank that closes it, and he's kind of like checking for seals as he's kind of making his way in. It is a tight fit with you guys. Combine kind of in the storage in the back. Not exactly a large kind of ship that you are familiar with that houses crews with crew quarters and, you know, plenty of different spaces. Is very, very small.
Alright guys, are you ready for takeoff?
This is all Terran technology we'd have to make do with it.
Yeah, speaking of, any of you know how to pilot a Terran craft?
Yes. Mercy reaches for the gear stick.
If you can find a gas, we'll start from there.
Mercy, you yank on the gear stick. And just as you do, there's kind of these kind of small monitors. Unlike kind of most ships where the front window doubles as a monitor, this one has separate kind of screens. And just as you do, there is a video begins to play automatically. Okay, now, flying in 3 dimensions is a bit different from driving in 2, but you're a smart girl, so I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. Also, there are far fewer traffic laws out here in the vastness of space, so you don't have to memorize all those right-of-way rules, which I could say the same when I was your age. But anyway, there are a couple of things I have prepped for this little driver's ed segment. First of all, you need to know how to maintain your vehicle. Now, every 7 to 10 months, you should typically get an oil change. In a ship such as this one, that's more between 7 and 10 years, but I still think it's good for you to get the experience. Make sure everything is up to snuff. Now, I've driven this thing for many times in the past couple of months, so I'm sure it's in pristine condition by the time that you get here. As she says that, there's a clanking noise as you see something has fallen out of the ceiling.
Oh. I think we need an oil change to fix that.
I don't think an oil change is going to fix most things, but we can give it a shot.
Wait, no. Try blinker fluid. I've heard about this thing called blinker fluid. We should try that.
Okay, Mercy, we'll try the blinker fluid. He's kind of like steps back. Vernon is kind of looking at you. You make sure that you get your honk juice for the steering wheel too. Ships can't fly without that stuff, you know.
Of course, I already knew that. Like, I'm a veteran.
I'm gonna go make sure we have extras in the reserves. He starts heading back.
Calvin begins to kind of study the control panel from behind Mercy.
Give me a culture check.
You don't need it, Calvin. Mercy can teach you about this stick right here. Is the edible stick. Down gives you pretzel sticks. Ups gives you chips.
Mercy, stay away from that red button. Calvin sees Mercy's hand brush across the red button and immediately goes back here. Culture.
Pretty in red.
18 for culture.
With an 18, you start to try and scrounge around to see what you can do. As you are trying, essentially why this is a culture check, is you are trying to cross-reference what you know about the Terran language with what you can see and also with what you know about piloting, right? So you kind of figure out some of the ideas. You kind of figure out, you know, what the stop and go at least are. And there are a lot of different kind of buttons that you're more nuanced. You're not entirely sure, kind of shifting gears, you think. But as you kind of touch them, the screen pops up again, and Hypatia kind of gives you, okay, so computer systems. Now, one of the most important things, and she gives you kind of like a little tutorial, to perhaps a teenager on how to run simple kind of system scans, checking not at all like scans you're familiar with about like, life signs and like crew makeup and vessel classification. This is more like, temperature and distance, very kind of simplistic things, blips that you get on the radar. And so you think you'll get a good kind of handle on what's stop and go and how to pilot this marginally. Eventually, coming out of the back is Vernon and Hawk, kind of mussed up with kind of grease as they're looking at what you guys are doing in the cockpit.
Please don't touch me.
We figured out the basic way to fly this. How does oil level or gas level look?
Look, this ship ain't like anything I've ever worked on, and coming from me, that's saying something. But, well, need an engine to drive, and there's one I can kind of figure out. Got a couple of pistons. Some of the mechanics are the same. Surely doesn't have any drift drive capability or that sort of thing. Probably get torn up if it tried to pass through phases, but if you want to get off this asteroid, should be able to make it.
Well, what are we waiting for then? Oh, Mercy, you're not...
I watched the video too. I'm basically an expert now.
As you kind of put your hands on the wheel, Mercy, another video kind of pops up. Okay, now that you've done everything, and that you make sure that you know where your hazards are, your blinker, your shift, now it's time for the actual driver's test. Now, this is something that many teenagers all throughout the years have faced with trepidation, a great challenge, but I'm sure we can make do. I've put some cones out on the opposite side of the asteroid to make sure that you know how to parallel park. They don't do it on the test anymore, but I always think it's good to know. And that you can do very simple maneuvers like barrel roll 360, a 280 turn, 3-point turn, 4-point turn, and all the basics. Once you've done that, I'll disengage the locks on the ship and give you your final certificate. Can't wait to see you on the next one. As she kind of ends the video.
Wow, so the daughter didn't even try this.
Perhaps she has a faster way of getting off the asteroid.
I mean, you kind of stumbled upon this in the encyclopedia. It's a good choice she never even knew this was here.
I thought it was like one of those pre-recorded messages, like the mom knew she was gonna die.
I mean, it is kind of pre-recorded, but she seems pretty chipper for it being kind of a last message type of thing.
Yes. We figured it might just be a communication, but let her, if anything.
No, but she said, I'm probably not gonna be there. Well, I thought maybe she died when Child was like 16?
That's a weird
Whatever it is, if we can't think about this, if Child's doing whatever she's doing out on the sun, then look, whether she passed her driver's test or not, we need to take the ship and we need to figure out what she's doing over there.
I'm very concerned whether or not she took her test, Hawk.
Mercy, do it.
Hawk kind of actually rushes up to the piloting chair, and he kind of like ushers you out of the seat, actually. Very kind of, there's a determined look in his eye as he kind of boots up. The ship kind of rattles a little bit. You see Vernon kind of take a step back. Obviously, Hawk and I did a stellar job on fixing up the engines, but just for some insurance, I'm gonna go stand by the engine, make sure nothing explodes. As he's kind of like checking to see that the hull's not gonna break at any moment as he kind of steps back. You guys almost kind of fall out of your seats. There's very much kind of you don't sense that there's any sort of artificial gravity on this small ship, like there might be on the skiff. And so you guys kind of rock with every kind of turn.
This ship sucks.
Come turns. Oh,
Go on.
I was gonna say, come will turn partially into landing pad.
Kamu, you're at the ready behind Mercy. There are a couple of other chairs you see kind of by the systems and next to the pilot. The ship kind of rocks back and forth as Hawk kind of takes it out, skimming the floor a little bit as it's kind of heading out to the other side of the asteroid, where you in fact see a couple of still standing cones, a couple of since you think there's definitely way less than there should have been. But there are a couple that are kind of like embedded in the dirt around, and you see Hawk is trying to do a couple of maneuvers. Can I get a reflex save from everyone?
Reflex. Fuck, you suck at driving. Can you be a little bit more gentle?
I would like to see you guys try to pilot a ancient technology ship from who knows where in the galaxy for the first time.
I would have been great. You put me on the sea. I got 24.
Kamu?
I was reconnecting. Give me 1 second.
Go ahead.
Piloting, yes.
Yes. No, reflex save.
Reflex save. Okay. Well, that is going to be fine.
Is it
27 for reflex save.
You guys, you don't take any damage, but as kind of the ship jolts, you guys kind of fall over onto the floor as it kind of shudders through these different maneuvers. Every kind of movement you feel, and once you guys, there's a stark moment where you leave the kind of artificial gravity that surrounds the house, and then you guys are just free floating in the shuttle, kind of a familiar, you might be unfamiliar with the artificial gravity on most ships, but there are kind of seat belts that buckle into the different chairs that are in this ship.
We're doing okay back there.
Yeah, holding on by the seat of my pants over here. They got a couple of mechanical straps. I tell you, it's been a long while since I've been on any ship without anti-grav capabilities, but we'll make do.
Oh, we're about to go.
Yeah, just one, Hawk kind of launches kind of the ship as it kind of rolls over, and it kind of skitters to a halt as it kind of is now floating outside of the asteroid in space. And it's just then that you kind of see here a shock of static. As you see on the screen, another video kind of appears. And congratulations on finishing Hypatia's driver's ed. There was like a very obvious like edited Photoshop kind of like horn popper on the screen and confetti. With the powers of the now defunct Department of Motor Vehicles, I bestow upon you the freedom of driving the equivalent of your mother's station wagon. When I got my first, I'd be sneaking out of the house every night, driving friends to the mall, picking up shakes from the local Sonic, hitting a drive-in theater now and again, and it was... I know I talk a lot about home, and sometimes I forget that this little asteroid is probably more of a home to you than anything else. You've grown up entirely different than me, in ways that I could never have imagined. And you've had to. You've had to adapt. Far, far younger than any child should. Any adult should. But you have, and I couldn't be prouder. Well, when I get back from the hospital, you'll have to show off your skills and take me for a spin. Happy birthday, Hope. I love you. And the video cuts.
Why didn't that reach her? Oh, her name's Hope.
must have hope. Or say, hope is not hope, it's a name.
Hey man, I knew it had to be a person. I did not know.
To be fair,
So we gotta find it? Or is this Holmes' objective?
either way, we'd have to head to where the Sun Disciples are.
Yeah, quick question. Where exactly are we going? You want to take this to the sun? I'm just saying, we might not exactly be, welcome there.
Burning archipelagos. That's the closest spot to the sun. When they change Helsiga, that's where they access. Well, that's where they send people into the sun. Yes.
If we saw it kind of firsthand when we got to wherever the hell that dry Sada crazy, zealot was. He almost killed that Gilderoy fella down there. But to be fair, when we got to the Burning Archipelago last, we had, work orders from Averial. That's why they let us in the first place.
So either we make up an excuse, or we find our own way to land.
Yeah, landing on the sun, isn't really an easy thing to do without, Burning Archipelago discretion, or people who, know the sun very well, which are the Sun Disciples and no one else, really.
You're right, Vernon. That'd be good to have Kazak aboard. But we have what we have. We'll have to make do with it. What do we know about the sun's surface?
It's extremely hot and will burn us up if we get even remotely close to the Burning Archipelago. The only way that people actually land there is because the Sun Disciples use some sort of Solarian magic to, create these kind of tunnelways that are safe to travel through. That's why the Burning Archipelagos themselves, haven't burned up in the corona of the sun.
Look at me, I don't know how to do that.
Alternatively, when we're passing through Absalom Station, we can ask for help, figure something out.
I think that might be the best. I mean, look, we have to head centerwards anyway, right? So we're gonna pass by a couple of places, Absalom Station being one. We can, I don't know, maybe the stewards can set up an emergency work order. I know it's a bit of a big sell to tell people that, the world, the galaxy might be ending, but someone's gotta listen to us.
Funny he would, but he's in the hospital.
If we land on Sylvia City, we can maybe ask Thistle to see if they have some ships.
Once we get closer to, different kind of large ports, we'll have, comms ranges. We can send out messages to people.
Yes. The closest one to us would be Sylvia City, yes? It is on the edge of... We are, well, within the diaspora.
Yeah, that'd be the closest. There are a couple of places that we'd pass on the way. All the inner city planets, which I definitely know off the top of my head because I live here.
Ashwell? I don't know.
We're pretty close to, well, on the outside is Eox, but if we get to Cillian City, we can probably send out communications anywhere. Idari, they probably don't want to talk to us. and Absalom Station and Castrovel are also on the way. And Avalon, if you want to visit Station 1 in that guide that we threatened all those times ago.
Okay, if we pass by Eox and steal their little communication, send a message to Absalon and just say like, hey, we're going to the sun. If you don't do something that opens a passageway for us, we're just gonna die, and that's gonna be on you.
You want to write Absalom Station a suicide threat?
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, not the worst idea you've had.
Orman? Look, we're not trying to wage a war against the burning archipelagos.
Look, I don't think, to be honest, if you tell the burning archipelago you're gonna burn your ship out of the sun, I think they'd say go right ahead, but a Varial or Director Soul might be more accommodating.
And honestly, like, if we threaten the Solarians, it's bad for us, but also bad for, Hope. Because they'll put up more security.
It's not the coordinates to Sailing City.
I got it. There's no really setting coordinates, kind of have to do it by freehand, but we can get at least within comms range and message who we need to. Hawk kind of hops aboard kind of the piloting ship. A little smoother now, but you guys kind of strap in this time as he starts flying out. As you guys start making your way to Cillian City.
I could have done that.
You brood in the sheet next door, looking back to the bright red button that glows tantalizingly. But you guys eventually make it to Cillian City. Things appear to have died down. Now, this is, again, to everyone else, this is post-Swarm. This is after all of the attacks and the potential threat that the Swarm had to the galaxy. This is a time for reparations, as you see people kind of going about almost some level of normalcy. You guys have full galaxy communications for anyone you would like to contact or message.
I'm contacting Sol and Donahue with my threats. I'm going into the sun right now. If you don't contact them and tell us to make way, I'm going to die.
This is like an email you send?
Yeah. Oh, no, I should probably call.
Yeah.
Yes, if you guys would like to make any calls to anyone,
Gum will make one.
Actually, you know?
Well, if Mercy's making the call with Stewart, then Gum's making call with Burial, Starfinders.
okay. You guys begin your calls. Mercy, let's start with...
I just want to call Sol. I just want to call Sol, not Donahue. He's still recovering. He just did a heart attack.
Donahue dead in a heart attack in Absalom Station Hospital. You call up Director Soul. It rings for a couple of minutes. Calling director, like the director of the of Absalom Station, just like on your personal, bit of a big ask, but surprisingly, you get a response. This is the offices of Director Soul. Is there something so important that you couldn't contact my secretary?
Yes, Auntie Sol, very important.
What did you call me?
I'm trying to save the world. I'm trying to save the world.
No, you don't get past this. What did you call me?
Okay, well, Donahue's like my second dad, so you're my aunt. You're like his sister.
Refrain from doing that. Proceed.
Okay. So, I'm going to fly into the sun. Can you tell the Solarian people to let me in?
You know, I have heard rumors of lieutenants, commanders talking about the speed and frequency and perhaps the insanity of requests that would often flood Donahue's voicemail. Having experienced it from the first time, I can see that their rumors were in fact based in truth.
Oh, no. This is nothing like that. This is
Why
business.
are you flying to the burning archipelago?
I gotta save the world.
Not to stroke your own ego, but from the news reports and speaking to Miss Maelstrom of the Starfinders, you appear to have already done that. Congratulations.
Thank you. Can I call it to Auntie as reward?
No, you cannot.
Okay, well, the mastermind of that has not been caught yet, and they're on the sun. So we need to get there ASAP.
Going to the burning archipelago is a feat that no one on Absalom Station can do easily or succinctly. Would you have
What?
me send a fleet, a militant fleet, to burning archipelago? Straining relations
No, it's
between us and people we already have turbulent relations with?
Oh, it's okay. Our team is used to doing everything on our own, so we're gonna head over there. I just need you to get us permission.
Do not head to the burning archipelago.
We got to. We have no choice.
You're going to do this regardless of whether I tell you to or not. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Under the authority of the stewards, I cannot permit, by any legal means, a pass, as it were, to someone such as you, of which there is I would not call it a close relationship, definitely strained, if anything. Essentially,
Very
you
close.
cannot call in favors from the director of the stewards.
But I'm special?
No. But there have already been some mentions about following up, perhaps in a legal matter, about the events that had happened, such as the stray piece of moon rock that had almost crashed into the burning archipelago. That could be, in fact, a galactic-wide concern, meaning that it would involve, perhaps, stewards' intervention.
Yeah. And, like, I'm basically a apprentice steward, so I'll go on your behalf.
No, you are not. In fact, you are not authorized under any legal means to accompany under any sort of official capacity. However,
Unless you hire me right now.
no. That would be a breach of conduct. But I am letting you know that we will perhaps be meeting with representatives on the outskirts of the sun's corona. Scheduled sometime tomorrow, but could be moved up to today.
Yes. Today.
Again, you are not under any official capacity, either hired by the stewards or permitted to be there under official capacity. However, as a free citizen, you are free to roam the galaxy however you wish. Whether that be skirting close to the edge of the sun's corona or not is none of my business.
I knew you loved me. Auntie.
Do I make myself completely clear?
Yes.
I'm going to warn you again. No, you cannot. Again, you are not a steward. You have not passed any entrance exam. You haven't been an ensign or a lieutenant or anyone of rank.
You could change that. Corruption! Let's go!
I scoff at the word. I would also like to remind you, this would not be the first time that the stewards has perhaps tried to make contact with the Sun Disciples. Many times we have been rebuffed. I cannot guarantee that we will actually be allowed on the burning archipelago. And again, even if we were, under any legal capacity, no one would be allowed to permit to travel with us.
Okay, if they say no, tell them that you're here to return what's it called when someone goes AWOL for a mission and they're like a traitor? They're just a traitor, right?
A prisoner of
You're here to bring
war?
back Traitor Casa.
What? Who is Kasuk?
It's one of the people that used to live there, but she left.
I'm looking up in my files. Is this your best friend that cut off someone's hand?
Okay.
And then
I gotta go,
shirked
let's
her
go.
duties of community service afterwards?
I gotta go, Auntie so bad. I gotta save the world and stuff.
Do
Lots of
not
things
call
to
me
do.
that.
Bye.
You hang up.
Tell Donahue.
Kamu, you are half listening to this conversation, but you are contacting a Varial Maelstrom on Absalom Station.
Gumba has like the lines when on an anime character when they're listening to something absurd, right?
Kamu, you call up a Varial. You get a response. Kamu, what can I do for you?
Very well. We have enough reason to believe that there is an attempt to explode the sun. We know how ridiculous that sounds, but we believe it's a matter of life and death.
Surprisingly, Kamu, in the Starfinders, the amount of life and death situations about the galaxy being destroyed come up surprisingly frequently, you wouldn't imagine. We've had 2 of these in the past 5 years. I am obligated to take such requests seriously. Someone is trying to, did you say explode the sun?
Yes. There are things some disciples did that they cannot disclose to others. But we are all in danger.
And this has relation to that scripture that you had sent me to decode on Eox?
Yes.
As well as one Losoc?
Losoc. Where is he?
Kamu, under many normal circumstances, when I get these type of galaxy-threatening requests, sometimes they are from eager adventurers hoping to make their name known in the galaxy. However, given your track record with the Swarm, I frankly still wouldn't be inclined to believe you. Very rarely does someone get to save the galaxy twice. However, you wouldn't believe that your Sun Disciple friend, I hesitate to call him that, has arrived on Absalom Station frantically demanding, dare I say, that we release Kasuk Vibrim.
We think if you have the means to do so, tell Losoc that Kasuk is in grave danger if we don't get to the burning archipelago.
I was frankly thinking that you would tell him yourself. He has refused to leave outside of my office. He's been standing there for the past 16 hours.
Oh my god.
We apologize for that, but we are...
When we tried to detain him, he blew up half of the corridor.
We see. Give us a second. Come turns to Hawk. How long? If we make a trip to Absalom Station, how long will that take?
I mean, if our end goal is to reach to the burning archipelago, it's on the way.
Let's set our coordinates. Set our destination to Absalom Station.
All right. I mean, it's gonna be a good trip. About 12 hours in this thing.
Wait, are we picking up allies from planets? Because, like, I want to pick up Thistle. I want to pick up Ria's sister.
We don't exactly have a lot of space on this thing, unless you're trying to rent a ship on Absalom Station.
Sylvian City might have some ships to contribute to the effort.
If you want to send people also to the burning archipelago, I mean, who knows who can actually make it inside, but they might have to have their own transport.
I'm gonna message people.
Mercy. Couple gives Mercy Thistle's number. And then joins back on the call with a burial.
So you do know this Losoc.
We're on our way to pick up Losoc. But without your help, we're afraid we can't make it to Burning Archipelago.
Right, Burning Archipelago. Kamu, I've mentioned before that there is very little that the Starfinders can do to get there. If the Sun Disciples don't want anyone coming to Burning Archipelago, then no one goes to Burning Archipelago. They're the ones that control the solar ways to actually make it through the corona.
If the end of our life is spent trying to land on the sun, then so be it. But if there's any way to help it, I very will.
Has anyone ever told you you have the perfect suicidal streak of a Starfinder, Camus? I can assist in what we can. We can send out support ships, try to plead with communications. In the wake of the swarm, we're not sure what news the Sun Disciples have gotten. They've kind of closed themselves off to the rest of the galaxy. But if they are aware of anything, perhaps more receptive to people now that the wake of the swarm is over, I can try my good old-fashioned Starfinder diplomacy.
Thank you, very well. We will see you in 12 hours.
No, thank you. I've been absolutely swamped with paperwork back to back for the past weeks following the swarm. I think a little mission detour is the perfect thing I need to get back on my feet.
Stay safe till then. And then we'll hang up the call.
You cut the call.
Wait a second. Where did she go? Wait a second. We're going to contact Asmus.
How about... What happens if we just send a message galaxy-wide and anybody who wants to help comes? We have, can we, like, use Jackson Huxley's radio thing? We're not at his place, but we know the lines aren't being used anymore.
You do notice that, you do know that, by doing that, we've unofficially waged a war on Burning Archipelago.
We're gonna explain that the villains are on the Burning Archipelago, not residents there. They've fled to Burning Archipelago and we need to corner them there.
But you're going to send out the message. Universe, half the world's wide.
Yes.
Telling all capable hands who have battle experience or weapons to gather around Burning Archipelago.
A place that they can't even land on until... Look, if you're wanting to sneak in somewhere and you send a whole battalion of soldiers to the first gate, it isn't exactly very welcoming for them to just open the door.
Yes.
I'm thinking that they'll serve as a distraction. And with so many people out knocking on their door, we can, like, sneak around.
Sneak around, as in, you're thinking that if enough people show up with weapons next to their gate, they'll open the gate and let us sneak in.
No, they'll just won't be able to see us in the crowd.
Here's the problem. There's really no back door to the sun. Because it is the sun.
Yes.
That's true. Okay, I just wanted my cool war. I just wanted my war battalion, okay? Being a hero sucks.
Mercy, if you wanna... First of all, how are you gonna send a galaxy-wide message?
Jackson Huxley's line somehow, you know, with my very much good
I mean,
tech
that
prowess.
gives you Absalom Station, maybe a couple other places that listen in to Absalom Station radio.
And then, like, well, Home told us to have hope, so I have hope that magic powers spread the message everywhere.
We already explained. Hope is a name, not a place. But it's open to interpretation.
Now
Guys,
that
crush
you
my
mention
dreams.
it, though, but I mean, not to crush your dreams, but you actually kind of make a good point about magic. Well, I mean, that experiment that was on the lab, right? When we activated it, something happened. I mean, we had some sort of vision of the sun, which, I mean, you know, astronomical units away. The static controlled the people from, all across the galaxy. That's how the Sonya managed to have his control on the swarm. Not that I think we could pull out something, at that scale right now, but...
You're saying if we get Goldenrod and their equipment, that we can reenact what happened?
You're talking about the Galarian Research Project.
Yeah, the Galarian Research Project.
Shit, when you think about it, what did they do? They launched their probe into the sun, and then that fragment of moon rock or whatever showed up out of nowhere.
Wasn't their purpose, to figure out wormholes or something?
Their purpose is to research what happened to the Gap, and if you believe Hypatia's story that Galarian was warped through a wormhole and crashed into a neighboring planet, well then that's the wormhole theory.
Did they accidentally do that with the moon? Because it really did just appear out of nowhere.
Well, that theory is right. By launching the probe, they opened some sort of portal.
Ow!
We'd have to research more on it.
Does anybody have Gilderoy's number?
I mean, we got invited to the wedding, but we were just I feel like we were just kind of in the background, friends of a friend that was...
No, that was the best moment of my life, Ferdinand.
When we get to Absalom Station, we can ask. He should still be holed up there.
Okay. Is Thistle still on Absalom Station, or did she go to...
I would say you guys can call Thistle if you'd like, or send messages to anyone that you would like. Again, you have kind of galaxy-wide communications in Icilian City.
Alright, fine. I'm just gonna send it to all my contacts.
Please
my lawyers.
Please do list your contacts and your message for anyone that would like to send messages before you head to the sun.
God will probably send a message to Waiden's Blessing.
Oh, ew! Why are you inviting those guys?
Waydan's Blessing is not allowed at the ending.
No! Cyrus is gonna show up like, oh my gosh, this is my moment to shine.
The message would just say, Waiden's Blessing, we need your help. There's a emergency at Burning Archipelago. If we don't do it, if we don't stop what it's going to happen, the Pack World will be wiped out.
You send this message to Waydan's Blessing at large, and you get a couple of what do you mean? I highly doubt that. And then Osiris says, immediately, I trust you implicitly, Kamu. What do you need?
We talked to Marcy.
Right. I was going to send a follow-up with a gather place at Absalom Station. Absalom Station's document 810, I'd say. And say, we'll explain when we meet there.
You do indeed. You send that message out.
Or she tries to reach over Kamu and kick Marcy and Osiris out of the group chat.
Oh, Kamu sends a follow-up and thanks, Osiris.
He sends a GIF emoji set of an animal with doing heart hands.
What animal?
Is a capybara. That don't have it's alien capybara. It has full hand movement. Well, with that, I'd say you guys, oh, did anyone want to... So, Mercy, who exactly have you sent this message to? You've sent this to everyone?
Yes, like
You want votes for
Thistle,
Molarity?
that one
Is
Eox
this...
guy.
Okay, hold on. So, is this the,
I'm Rudy assistant.
This is... This, you actually scroll up, and this is the same group chat where you wrote your, like, final message when you thought you were gonna die, and you sent it to everyone. It's the same group chat.
Yeah. Oh, and then, so now I'll do like a PS. PS, I'm not dead. Like, yay. Yes.
Mercy, you get a calendar invite from the Validity Poisons Club that says the final battle draws near.
Gosh. You guys don't have to come. It's okay.
They can't. They can't make it, I don't think. It's a long trip.
Oh yeah, they're Validity. I don't think they get to get off of that place.
But you send this. You guys eventually make it to Absalom Station, kind of docking in your usual spot where the Silent Starship would be. And as you are there are a couple of groups that you have kind of brought to meet. You see Waydan's Blessing is kind of meeting you here, and also immediately scanning the area is Losok, also in this space.
Is he feral? Does he look bad?
Give me a sense motive check.
Come,
gosh.
upon seeing him, Come will also make a sensible check.
I do not want to get in a fight right now. Remember when he was saying...
No, that's not 28. 14 is my bonus. Is my score.
26.
You see that he is very feral, but he's trying so hard to be civil.
Losok.
I'm man Losok.
You!
Okay.
He is still kind of wearing, you see he's kind of cut his hair a little bit. He seems to be wearing kind of like very drab robes that you remember that like Corin might have, where you last left Losok. Kind of like points a finger out at you, and kind of like takes a deep breath. You heretics of Saren Ray.
We see Corin has treated you well.
What have you done with Kasuk?
Losok, listen. If you want to save Kasuk, you have to listen to us.
I am
You've
listening.
gone quiet. You've gone quiet. We were not.
Corin has
Oh,
said
that's-
that listening is one of the tenets of patience.
And they would be right.
Boy.
For now, we need to gather allies.
You waste your time gathering this Absalom Station filth. What this deals with is a matter of Sun Disciple. And Sun Disciple only.
Not after today. Osiris, good to see you here. Vin?
You see Osiris is, in fact, not in kind of, he's not in Star Ranger garb. He is still kind of in civilian clothes. Last you remember, he was being kind of incarcerated in the med bay. So you see him kind of, you see a little anklet monitor around his ankle. He gives you a big wave. Vin kind of looks pissed that you're here.
Look.
Come,
Also,
my good
we don't-
friend. As soon as I got your message, I rallied the troops as much as I can.
We're not the best person to do this speech, but we'll do our best to explain. Losok, we don't know if you are aware. Well, you must be. Kasuk is. Look, the true nature of Saigon is to keep the sun steady.
Immediately, Losok, you see, kind of grabs you by your shawl and kind of pulls you down. You speak of matters of outsiders. Waydan's Blessing has been an ally to the Burning Archipelago in the past, and that is all. Contractor and outside help. Either way, they wouldn't be able to help.
But we're residents.
There's-
You want to go home?
There's an effort to remove how cycles from the center of the sun, which will cause it to explode and kill all of us. That same force has taken our family.
You see Marcy kind of go over to Kemu. What the fuck is a Hell Saiga?
Hell Saiga, the Sun Disciple Guardian, or whatever you want to call it.
So they're like the Navy?
Yes. They spent hundreds of years in the center of the sun, using their Solarian powers to keep it steady.
You see Sobek is kind of looking around. Come. I trust your judgment. In the wake of perhaps the swarm, you may not be of your full faculties. I'm aware you fell out of the sky of Castrovel.
Zolbek, we know what we're saying.
First, he gives Losak back his walking stick.
Lozak does seem kind of incomplete without it. As Sobek is kind of, he looks like he's going to report with something. There's some tension in Waydan's blessing. You see Vin is just kind of staring daggers at you. And just as you think Sobek might say something, Osiris kind of takes a stand. Friends, comrades, I know that whatever the hell it is that Kamu is talking about right now that none of us have heard of before, I know it sounds hard to believe. Many things are. Hard to believe that the swarm would return after all these years. Hard to believe that perhaps some greedy corporate mogul would be behind it. Hard to believe that we would survive all this long. But we, as Star Rangers, aren't here to, well, scoff at the unbelievable. We are to take it as seriously. Sometimes the deranged ravings of a lone, perhaps wanderer on the streets could be the key to solving the grand mystery behind several disappearances in a far-off land.
Oh my god.
These rumors, to some, are the basis of, well, our investigation to us. And although Kamu does sound batshit crazy, they've been right before. And I would believe that they are right now. Kamu,
No, Osiris, let's find it out. Why are you guys mad at us right now? It's because we got Osiris arrested?
What mercy? There's nothing. This has nothing to do with that. Kamba says while being pinned to the ground by Lozak.
They all kind of
please
like,
let go, Kabu.
they kind of all look to each other, as if they're going to say something, but like no one really wants to say it. My comrades think that I'm perhaps jumping too quickly into the fray, so soon after everything that has happened. And perhaps they are right. Kamu, I'm not sure what help we can be with your troubles on the sun. And neither am I sure if we are in any full capacity to help. But if you need support, perhaps from Absalom Station, I think the least we can do is heed your call.
Thank you. This mission is, well, as dangerous, if not more dangerous than any ones we've been on. We cannot issue any of you a mission on any official capacity. The Black World is in danger, and we'll do anything to stop the worst from happening.
As is the creed of any true ranger. He looks like he's about to shed a tear at your speech.
Do not do that, Lozak, please.
Your sun disciple friend, although I'm not sure exactly what it is that you're speaking of, or what your relation is to this strange fellow that seems with every fiber of his being that he wants to kill you and is refraining from doing so at the very last minute. But the least I can give you is my blessing. You see, Osiris kind of puts his hand together, and there's a soft glow that kind of emanates from his hands. As he looks towards you, Kamu, and he rises it up, and kind of in a flash, you feel a brief kind of calming, guiding sense in yourself. For the next, we'll say day, I'd say you guys have Bless. If you would like to, you may use 1d4, you may add 1d4 to your rolls.
I give mine to
Almost,
Kamu.
or-
I don't want that on me.
You don't want, you both have it.
I don't want his help.
You feel blessed whether you like it or not. You almost like hear kind of like a hearty Osiris laugh, like in a back, and like echoing in your mind as you grimace.
Losok,
Really,
we
Kamu.
would not share this information with, well, outsiders, as it is. Our powers alone cannot stop what happened.
You fool yourself if you think the power of these outsiders can do anything to help. You speak again of the gravity of the sun, of sun disciples who have devoted themselves to Saren Ray.
Perhaps, but we're not going to watch Council die.
You also haven't even... What do you mean Catholic's going to die? You haven't even asked any questions about why I left Eox and came here to find you. And that is the most rude of all.
Well, you make a good point.
I thought you were trying to reply to my
send
letter.
it, on our way to Burning Archipelago.
Very well. All I know, which is very little, is that there is something with the Sun Disciples, the Church of the Burning Mother. Although we thought it a small religious group on Burning Archipelago, they're up to something. Something with the Hellsaiga, something that could disrupt the very balance of the Burning Archipelago itself. I felt it. I saw the sun. Saren Ray herself sent me this vision.
Did you see our crewmates?
I do not know what that you are referring to. You, a Solarian as yourself, surely felt it. A deep sense of Solarian wrong. Graviton and photon commingling in ways that shouldn't be. A rise of exponential and destructive power.
No, I didn't feel that. But like, if you feel that, then come with us, man. Help us stop it.
As begrudging as I would be to work with heretics such as yourself. He glares at you specifically, Mercy, for some reason.
What the heck?
I feel a dire need, of any way necessary, to return to the Burning Archipelago. When I had demanded that the freighter captain take me directly to the sun, he had refused. And so, you are the next round of action.
Okay.
Love the ways of the past world. Outside Burning Archipelago.
I had told this elf woman, this maelstrom person, that I had devout faith related to Saren Ray, and that the gods herself were destructive and of some power that could cause the end of the galaxy as we know it. An end of flame and fire and light. And she still did not give me a ship.
Well,
Should have cut off her hand.
look, Lozok.
I very well
Very
nearly did.
Valeria has tried her best, and if you're willing to, well, if you're willing to help us, then come along and so.
For this brief moment, in the face of a god's wrath, I will temporarily ally myself with you. He kind of like gives all of you a look, and again, he looks at you, Mercy, and he gives this really intense kind of graze.
I know I'm beautiful, but can
Is
you stop
this
staring at me?
your vessel that you plan to take into the sun?
don't know if you want to see that.
He kind of looks at it. You see he kind of like looks around. Seems like an ordinary vessel to me. It's like compared to every other ship, it's like this small rinky-dink thing. And he goes over and he flings himself into it.
Okay. But what do you give feral cats, like treats or something?
You do have quite an interesting friend. You guys pick up quite interesting friends all across the galaxy, I might say. But he seems like a fine warrior with perhaps the spirit of even the sun within him.
Okay, if this is the last time I'm gonna see you guys, Mercy's going to she's gonna take out a sticker that like says Mercy Rules on it and like goes over to pat Marcy on the back. You are a very great warrior.
Hell yeah! I mean,
Okay.
look, I know we never really actually talked a lot, but I feel like I missed the opportunity to spar with you. When you get back from whatever sun shit your buddy was spouting, make sure we'll come back for a little spar, alright? And she gives you kind of a big hug.
Okay, this makes me feel a little bit guilty now, but yeah, definitely.
Is Filibuster
I'll beat you
Scuggs
first.
here?
Scuggs is here.
Oh, that's crazy. Alright. Come will walk over to Scuggs. And they're going to kind of do the thing where a tall person talks to a short person. And bend down and say, "We can't believe that story's real."
Pardon?
Nice views. Just try.
Of course, you speak about my lovely memoir, 300 Years I Spent Stuck in a Time Loop, I see. Yes, I do. I think that my imagery of which I describe the space is something to be, well, admired. My editor gave me many notes on my first draft, but what does he know, having published several hundred books across the Packed Worlds? I say the real grit and the emotions that I felt in that space and in that time can only be described in one way.
Look out, it's your ex-wife!
Very obvious. Wow! he turns around and he claps his hand and he disappears.
Sorry, go. Sorry. I had to.
Cal stands there for a second. What? So be it.
Well, Mercy also wants to put the sticker on Osiris's back. Oh, and take pictures of him in an ankle bracelet.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead, Kaba, go ahead.
Osiris Ben, Camo, Marcy, and Silver. We haven't left, and Scuzz is gone. It's been a pleasure.
As I've always said, Camu, I like to think of the Silent Stars as our sister crew to Waydan's Blessing. Just as memorable, and with just as many missions under his belt, and with just a perfect repertoire of crew. All of other Waydan's Blessing kind of looks away and starts whistling. Our fates, I think,
We're better than you?
are clandestine. I wish you the sincerest best of luck. When you return, and you will return to Absalom Station, well, perhaps there are many more adventures left for us yet.
Oh, thanks, bye.
He kind of nods to you as you start looking back. Mercy, you check your photos that you took of Osiris in an ankle bracelet, and you see they have all been deleted.
What? Finn! Mercy glares at Finn, but I need this!
She looks amused as you glare at her.
Oh my... Okay, do I have like a old-time camera?
You definitely do not.
Alright, I'll draw it then when I get back. You'll see! Mercy storms into the ship.
She waves at you. As you storm into the ship, you guys see a sticker on the back of Mercy's shoulder that says, Marcy was here.
Oh my gosh! I hate all of them.
Mercy, you kind of step back in the ship to see Losak kind of with his staff. Kind of turns it in his hand. A kind of flame erupts from this kind of medallion at the end of it before it sparks out. And he looks up at you as you two are the only ones in the ship so far.
Or the verdict. Hawk. Go.
Yeah, we're here. Are we getting ready to leave? I thought we were going to set up a bit with the ship first, or if you anyone else you went into contact.
Yes, couldn't we get a merit to spare? Better, slightly better vessel for this commemorative mission.
You've wasted enough time already. I've told you before that even with my devout faith, and even with my discussion of perhaps things that even an outsider should have no knowing of, she still did not deign to give me a ship, even after I threatened to cut her hand off.
Well, about that. Losak, do you know how to fly a ship?
Of course not. Why would I ever have need of such things on Burning Archipelago?
Oh, don't worry about it. I was gonna say, what? How did you make it to Eon?
As I told you before, I took a shuttle off of Eox to here post-haste. I then demanded that the shuttle master take me to Burning Archipelago immediately, and he refused.
We see.
Let me look at Losak. Does Losak look sick?
Losak seems pretty much as fine. A little bit, like, haggard, but, in fine condition.
Is it safe to hug a feral pet?
You slowly start to approach Losak. He gives you kind of like this incredulous look. He arms himself.
Oh, calm down. Look, I don't have any weapons in my hands. I've got what food do we have in here?
You find like several like old ancient cans of like rations.
Oh, ew. Okay, I've got. Let me see if I have anything in my inventory.
Hold on. Goblin is going to usher the crew out of this little vessel. It'll take 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes to spare.
You're making a coffee machine.
They kind of seem confused, but they leave, giving you your time.
No, actually, comes going to get everyone to go to get out of the ship, and they're going to follow as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's that word?
Yes. Come will turn into a car with Losak, Mercy, Hawk, and Vernon.
What type of devil magic is this?
Jumping? I'm gonna get like earrings before we go. I have to look in style for the final fight.
Speak, you devil machine!
Well,
It speaks! Losak raises up his staff. You see a giant kind of like flare. Hawk and Vernon are trying to like hold him back.
Starbucks or McDonald's?
What?
McDonald's!
Come was going
Hold on.
to take a short trip to the shopping district. Where the little shops are set up.
Of course.
I don't have money. My lawyers.
Yes, if you guys would like to do some shopping, let me pull up a quick, where are you going? You got, weapons, armor, tech, medicine, as always.
Can I please be paid for saving the world?
No. It's a thankless job.
Oh.
Mercy, something pops up on the card door, which there's really no compartment where it is stored, but you see a credit chip pops up.
Oh, right. I can lockpick the register with this. Thanks, Kabu.
400 credits. Do what you want.
Here is
Yeesh.
medical.
Can we get a weapon? No, armor. Poison? I don't. Oh, we should probably get the poison one. Deadly wounds, yeah. Medkit.
Here is armor.
I don't like penalties.
Here's weapon.
I cannot believe I'm still wearing Nerium armor. I need to get this off of
Here
me.
is grenades.
This is too expensive, Rachel. Tell me my lawyers won me my lawsuit. I don't know
Jasmine,
what
if
they
you know
won.
anything about class action lawsuits, is that they do indeed take forever.
How much for 4 cups of coffee? 1 tea.
How much for 4 cups of coffee and a tea?
Yeah, some corn dogs and a McDonald's Happy Meal.
Yeah, at the Absalom Station McDonald's. We'll say it's 20 credits.
That is dirt cheap.
Mercy, you can add 425 credits to your credits.
Oh. Thank you, Kamu.
Oh wait.
Oh, you need some?
No.
Okay, I want to get 5 antitoxins. Is that too much? Can we like take half of it and it'll be effective for 30 minutes?
No.
We're definitely gonna get poisoned.
One guy is the one using poison. Child doesn't.
Oh, you
Child's
know,
one-
that is true. I thought because they were working together. Well, no. Was Elm killed by a poisonous bullet? I can't remember. Was it just a normal bullet?
That's not.
5 of these things is 375, and then we have. What do you want? You want serums of healing, or do you want medkits?
No. Come drove to the shopping district to get coffee and food.
Okay, fine. We'll get 1 serum of healing. Oh, like, wait. It's 425 each, right? Or is it for 4?
Oh. No, what does it say?
It says 425 times 4. Is times 4 the stock, or do I get 4 for that price?
There are 4 in stock.
Oh, that is so expensive. I can only get 1. That's not worth it. I'm gonna get the...
Actually, it's a couple of corn dogs, a Mac Happy Meal, and some pilaf bread. Pilaf leaf? Anyways, the dish that Sun Disciple place, Grail place offers. If it's still open.
I'm gonna get 1 med kit and 2 antitoxins. Final answer.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Feel free to do these exchanges.
I'm done.
Okay. Mercy, you see the entire time you are purchasing thing, Losak is kind of stalking in the background. Just every time you look back, he is burning daggers by glaring at you this entire time.
What is your problem with me?
Eventually, as you buy your things, you kind of turn around and you see he is like coming up, hand clenched in a fist.
You want to hug? Mercy hugs him.
You hug him and you see he like freezes immediately. You like kind of look up and his staff is almost about to bash you in the face, and then he kind of pulls it back. This is a thank you gift. And he like drops in your hand a small little stone sculpture of a duck.
So you say, but weren't you just about to attack me?
I have refrained from attacking you due to your hospitality. Korn had told me that you had sent a gift during this Absalom Station holiday.
Oh.
And gifts
okay.
are to be repaid.
Yeah. Thank you. You've got a weird way of showing your affection, but okay.
I still do not stand for the disgrace of Solarian powers that you display.
What? I'm like an expert at it.
However,
it's like beautiful.
You have shown kindness in the face where many would not have. I believe that is something that Sarenrae would admire about you. I am not used to giving thanks. Corin has tried to teach me in the times that I've known them.
Mercy holds back from like petting him, petting his head.
I am now giving you a hug. He holds out his hands very stiffly.
I will accept the hug.
He
not kill me.
Groups it. He like squeezes you.
Ow! Okay, too hard.
Our emotional transaction is now complete. We are now bounded in arms.
Okay,
just as I hope to have your solar flare, you will have my staff.
What? So you're jealous of my weapon?
No, I'm simply saying that this is. We have built a camaraderie of which we will fight with each other to protect each other.
Oh. Okay. That means that no trying to strike me from behind anymore, okay?
I have not done so.
You thought about it.
I did think about it.
No more thinking about it either.
The tenets of Sarenrae to still even the thoughts of my mind. Never did I think.
Okay going back?
I left the burning archipelago on unsure terms. Dogged I was to track down the traitor, Kasuk, to bring her to justice in the eyes of God. and then found myself abandoned in a cold, desolate place where the sun does not shine. A planet of darkness, with no atmosphere even to paint the sky in any hues of blue or red. And yet, there Corin treated me with kindness. You, in your own roundabout way, had treated me with kindness. Perhaps in a place that I did not deserve so.
You're Cossack's friend, I had to. Yinseto.
That, I hope we still are. Even though I tried to kill her twice. To be fair, she tried to kill me the first time.
You hear in the background, there's a screeching stomp.
The devil has returned!
I would love to introduce you to Comms Terminal, man. You and Cossack would love that.
Oh, we're rolling.
I tried many times to reach you through these technological means. Situation being as dire as it was, with little results. There's a flash cut to Losok making several calendar invites trying to message you guys. This devilish technology doesn't even work.
I'll teach you later, okay? I don't think you were doing the right thing.
Did you click send?
What is send? Yes, I did send a message with my heart and my mind, true as it was in my mind, as Saren Ray can attest.
You keep working on that, buddy. You keep working on it.
The sleek transportation tools door opens.
Don't be afraid. Get Tai Kabu.
I am going to close my eyes and pretend I am in a better place. You see Losok, like, perches on the back, like, not even in the seats.
You're gonna fall off.
Saren Way will keep my hand steady.
And come accelerate.
Ah! He screams the entire way. But you guys make it back to the Blue Jay.
To be fair, I think trying to kill each other is basically just Sun Disciple culture. Everybody's gotta try at least once.
I can't believe I say this, heretic that you are, but you perhaps understand the culture better than your other comrades. Now, we must make our way post-haste to the burning archipelago.
Yes.
Cramped as you guys are in this small kind of ship, you guys set off. Hawk kind of takes the piloting seat, trying to make his way, trying to get familiar with this small kind of shuttle, and you guys head off towards the burning archipelago. This is not a cruise ship by any means, so you're all just kind of in these small quarters sitting for this 8-hour flight, or however long it is. But no matter how long it is, I think it is probably at least good enough to give you guys maybe one last long rest.
I bought a frag grenade, man. I don't think you can extinguish fire on the sun.
Something to find out later. Jasmine, you can just go to full. I'd say you get the, you easily get 4 points of health back. Which means that you guys are full up.
Can I get back my half of stamina,
Nope.
please?
You have your half of stamina. It is Hawk and Vernon.
My...
Oh, what a actually that is a pretty evil way to say it. Gotta give it to you.
Oh, and then we don't have Meridian and Cossack, man. I feel bad.
Well, the crew, on their way to the burning archipelago, Gum hands off the couple bags of food.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Mercy
Hamu.
gets it miserably.
Oh my gosh, it's a Happy Meal. Mercy, what toy did you get?
I don't know. Let me open it. I got seal, but it's not even an evil seal. It's a happy seal.
Oh, a happy seal for a happy meal?
Yes.
Yeah,
Where's
I
my
got the
evil meals,
squawks
man?
again. I feel like every time I get these, I always get the same one.
Here, I'll trade with you. Squawks
Okay.
looks at least a little bit feral.
Yeah, it's like, it has lopsided kind of eyes, just this little kind of like stitched, kind of animal. Hawk goes over and he attaches it next to the air freshener.
I do not want that thing staring at. Can you turn it around, Hawk, to the road?
Well, I can't, I mean, it doesn't, it just kind of hangs there. It just kind of moves back and forth. I think it's kind of endearing.
It's staring, not into. It's like it's lopsided, so like the eyes are going around, but it still feels like it's staring into my soul.
Out of all the things that you've encountered on this journey of fighting Sonia, staring into the eyes of soulless swarm members, and this is the thing that gets you?
Yes. You should always be cautious of the most innocent things.
Hawk, I think it looks fine.
First, he throws her happy seal at Vernon.
You speak interestingly to one another as Yensato.
No way now.
This,
What?
even seconds before reaching the archipelago, for being maybe incinerated by whatever zealous sun disciples lay in wait there. And you are eating these meals of joy.
Well,
Happy wife is happy life.
if Meridian was here, she would have liked a cup of coffee. Do you want to try one? Come hands, lifts one. The coffee is slowly seeping out from that one opening.
Seems like a bad idea.
Losak takes one. A drink before what may be the final fight of our lives. A custom we've taken many times before on Burning Archipelago. He downs the entire cup in one gulp.
Oh.
I feel different.
Alright, just sit down for a little bit, buddy.
I feel a need to pace several times. This small vessel I'm in is suddenly very confining.
No.
I'm full of Solarian energy. You see the start of a supernova, Mercy.
Oh my. That's Kamu! Grab him or something.
It's fine. It's fine.
Really not, you're about to blow up. Here, do some taxes.
He looks at these papers like, what type of devilish contraption is this? All these
Nobody knows, man.
cells of numbers. I feel the need as if I have to report things down to a very fine decimal point of which a number that I do not exactly know, and yet at the same time, if I do not get it correct, someone else who apparently knows the number will somehow find me, or I will face some sort of legal repercussions.
Yes, concentrate on that and not blowing up.
If they know how much money I owe, why don't they tell me?
All part of the system.
He mulls over this as you guys start to head towards Burning Archipelago. Eating your kind of meals, taking your long rest. As you guys kind of pass by, you maybe catch on radar a couple of different ships that pass by. Maybe you see some of Starfinder rig. Is it ships that Avariel has sent to help you, or just a coincidence? Maybe this passing stewardship is Director Soul coming to find a way inside that you guys otherwise cannot. Or maybe everyone is simply living their lives blissfully unaware of the task that you have undertaken for yourself. But either way,
That's my fault.
the sun shines incredibly bright through the front windshield of the ship. I suppose now I owe you an explanation of why I had tracked you down.
You felt Solarian powers going crazy?
There was a disturbance on Eox. Even before this ringing I had heard. Many disciples take their pilgrimage to this land of undeath. It's considered a rite of passage to go somewhere so dark and desolate, so far from Sarenrae's light. And yet, when I had returned to the small town of Lazarus, they had inexplicably gone, left from the planet. To leave in the middle of one's pilgrimage before it is finished is an act of heresy, demanding of death. I cannot imagine an entire troop of Sun Disciples would partake in one. I feared perhaps with this disturbance, this feeling of the sun, that Cassock might... Not that I would worry for her safety. She's a fine, capable warrior, but I simply think that these matters concern her. And unfortunately, the only way that I can reach her is through you.
Well, she got kidnapped, so not even we can reach her right now.
We also saw a vision of Sun Disciples, and among them, Cassock. Our other right? They're so close.
If you say that Cassock has returned to the burning archipelago, then I do not believe it is an act of the Church of Sarenrae. She herself disbanded from our group. She chose to put herself into exile. She enacted the rites. She did so to earn what she might consider her freedom. I do not believe that she would return to the burning archipelago, not so suddenly, not without any warning, unless something grave were to happen.
Stop scaring me.
She, however, is a follower of the Church of Burning Mother, or at least she was when we had last left. Whatever it is that Dry Sata and his group were hoping to achieve, I myself do not follow that sect of the religion. To cast them off as simple zealots, as deranged Sun Disciples, thinking that they can enact the will of gods. Perhaps that is an outsider's perspective. But either way, whatever they are doing on Burning Archipelago, perhaps it could mean the very end of Sarenrae herself.
We gotta stop them. We could do it.
Losa, what do you know of how Sun Disciples were become? That's like, where did they return?
It is an act only known intimately to the high bishops and priestesses of the Church of Sarenrae. They are the ones who enact the rites. Me, a merely foot soldier, would have no idea what exactly is involved. Elm Losa, our newest returned Hellsaiga member, he is more familiar with the rituals, having spent time within the sun itself. It is no secret that the Church of Burning Mother, their aim is to end the Hellsaiga. To stop what they would consider a restraining of Sarenrae, of the Burning Mother herself. Keeping her enchained, almost as if her immortality is a cage. They failed before, but I would not put it against them to be trying again. We've never taken such threats seriously because it is simply something that cannot be done. The Helsaiga are extremely powerful Solarians, kept in the burning archipelago, kept within the core of the sun itself by advanced magic of both photon and graviton. But there is some shift. I can feel it in the sunlight itself. And somehow, your stench is weaved all around it. Whatever your goals are here, listen to this, you heretics of beyond. I'm here, perhaps on the whim of Sarenrae, or perhaps on the whim of life itself. I cannot believe that a god that I follow would wish the destruction of everything that she has created. Whoever needs to be felled by my magic, by my blade, in order to keep that peace. If it so happens to be you, I will strike you down without a second thought.
I'm here to help.
We see your point.
That is all I can hope for. And that is why I am giving you my aid, only for this reason.
And not because Kasuk is also your friend?
And also because Kasuk is my friend.
And let's save the world together!
No simple task. Now, the
We did it
ways
before already.
I have heard rumors of this swarm plight. And surely I tell you that the wrath of Sarenrae does not compare. To reach the burning archipelago is a time-honored tradition of photon and graviton particles, of Solarian magics, of which to allow safe passage through Sarenrae's wrath. However, it is not entirely controlled by the Sun Disciples, as we would have you believe. There are natural passages, almost flares, the opposite of a solar flare, that pass through, weaving in and out of space. If you are lucky, if you are blessed by the sun, then you might be able to pass through. I have more intimate knowledge, have being raised and born on the burning archipelago, than most of these pathways, and to divulge such secrets of how to reach it without proper authorization from the Sun Disciples would mean my sure execution by Sarenrae herself, to be cast into the sun with my tongue. Very well. But given current circumstances, I believe that this is Sarenrae's will. He kind of heads over, goes over to the front of the ship and hits his head on the ceiling. God! I do not know the inner workings of these flying vessels, but I know enough to tell you of some safe spots getting closer to the corona. If you can navigate within those channels, they are invisible to our mortal eyes, but if we can sense our way through these paths, we might be able to make it to the archipelago without burning up entirely.
Well,
Awesome. I drive, you direct.
On top of that, we have a top hacked worlds. Not you, person. Sorry, with all due respect. You have rooms for growth.
Very well.
He goes over to hug her happy seal.
As I've said before, I know nothing about ships. I will not be taking any position of any substance on this ship. I leave it to you, Absalom Station folks, to perhaps navigate your own way. And if you guys can go to the battle maps.
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh, that's such a small ship.
It is, in fact, a very small ship.
Just a baby.
Durability will be very.
Oh, sorry,
Congratulations,
can we
guy.
see your baby photos?
What?
Nothing.
What are these baby photos you speak of? You assume that I simply have photos of babies lying around on my person.
No, of you as a baby.
Why would I have photos of myself as a child?
Like, don't your parents have that?
To what use is it?
You live a sad life, man. Just drive hard, or Kamu.
It is a good question of what positions are you guys going to take? I'd like to note, in the Blue Jay, you are no longer in the Silent Stars, so it has quite a couple of different, it is equipped differently, we will say. Also, it has a couple of other, in this specific instance, some moves that you can take outside of the norm. So feel free to peruse. Your new actions are highlighted in orange. But other than that, it does in fact follow normal ship combat.
I'm taking it, Captain. I want my Solarian shield.
Piloting skills have the same. Well, it is the same technically.
So piloting, piloting is mostly the same.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if we just die here, man?
Then that's where your story ends.
No.
Technically, the best course of the best choice would be to have Vernon take a science officer.
Okay. Does that mean you want to be an engineer?
I would say the only kind of necessary crew slot you have to fill is pilot, but if you ever want to double up on engineering or science officer, you are also able to do that.
Interesting.
Yeah, but this scanning stuff.
What does Phase 1 and Phase 2 mean?
Phase 1 and Phase 2, where?
It means it means.
Oh,
okay,
that is
just,
time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
there
I
are
remember,
three.
I remember.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, actually, let me peruse. No,
So-
engineering is more. Brennan needs to take engineering. Tom will take myself.
Can you explain the colors? Do the colors of the hexes matter?
No. So
Like on the map?
Lotzok has told you that there are some safe spaces within these kind of channels. There are kind of, if you imagine like kind of meandering and moving paths that kind of form all across this map that you guys cannot see. But Lotzok knows for sure that there are these kind of safe pockets. How they connect to each other, or if they even do, is unknown to you. You will have to do scans to figure that out. But the burning archipelago is far on the left, is your goal.
Okay, so I guess we shouldn't move. Do you want to risk it? Do you want to risk moving before scanning?
Well, you guys essentially moving will always be your last action, since there is no gunnery phase.
Yes.
Oh.
In
Okay.
Starfinder ship turn order, you will go through engineering, science officer, captain can act at any time, and the last phase is piloting, is actually moving.
Okay.
Technically, what would be the benefit of high gear versus just divert? Because technically, after we've traveled to a square, unless we go back, which is very unlikely the case looking at it now.
It is up to you.
Okay.
What? I don't understand.
I would say
Looks
there
like-
is. Things are not entirely randomized on this grid. There are. You'll see when you guys scan. Don't worry.
No.
No, I was just making a comment of low gear and high gear being the same DC, but low gear is much better in terms of effect. But hey,
Harder.
all things aside, let's get started.
In that case, you have everyone set up. Then it is engineering first phase.
You want to control Vernon or Hawk?
Depends on you.
I don't care either way. Which one is more important? You do that rule.
What?
Pilot is
Sir,
just like going. I want pilot then. Pilot is just going in a direction.
Okay, I'll pick Vernon. Who's rolling first? Engineer?
Vernon.
Yeah, engineer is the first phase, so whatever action Vernon would like to do.
Let me see how much speed we have. 4. With 4 speed.
You have 4 speed and maneuverability 1.
Oh, what does that stuff mean again? Like, how many?
So maneuver. This is the first time you guys have maneuverability 1. So essentially, you can make a turn on every hex.
On every-
Nice.
Well, it's a small vehicle. Can we do a science officer first?
No.
Okay. Truck.
This music makes me nervous.
There's no point in doing that unless the hex is shipped. Vernon will do diverge.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a engineering. 19 plus Vernon's 18 in engineering will definitely.
That will definitely work.
So we have speed increased by 2 for this round, and
Okay.
Kamu will get a +2.
You have to choose one for divert. It's engines or science.
Oh, that's true. Okay, engines.
Okay. You get so your speed is 6 for this round. Then you move on to science officer, and again, captain can act during any phase.
I might as well try while we're still safe. So I'll do the Solarian
will do a-
shield.
Kamu will do a long range scan.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a nat 20.
That will succeed on a long range scan.
Of course, he failed her check, so never mind.
Were you trying to do the Solarian shield?
Yeah.
You start to kind of manifest this power. Losak kind of is sitting beside you. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Your form is entirely off.
What's
Who taught you Solarian magic?
I'm like hand taught
From
And
when?
from the book of Solarian stuff. Yeah.
I've seen many of Saren Ray's scriptures, not heard of this book of Solarian stuff. Where is it?
There's this library on Validity, you know, where I found it like shoved in a corner, and I learned from it.
Kamu, you succeed your scan. What cells would you like to look at?
What defines a 3 hex So could it be 3 hexes anywhere? And does it have to be in a triangle array?
Let me
Triangular
put,
array?
I meant to put this in the middle of it. This is a 3-hex cluster. So you can put this anywhere
Oh.
on the map, and I will tell you those 3 squares.
Oh, thank you. We see. That'd be nice.
And you see what I see.
And if this is to be revealed later, that is fine. But
No, I will reveal it right now.
no, not yet, not yet. So, do we suffer damage if we stop at a square that we shouldn't stop at, or if we travel through a square?
To be revealed in time.
Oh, I want to know everything before it happens.
Yeah, that makes this kind of useless. 'Cause then I'd have to do something closer. Oh, Captain, Mercy.
Yes.
Worse. Our assumption is that if we travel through them, those if we travel through certain solar rays, that'll do damage to our ship.
Probably.
In which case, it would be safer to scan closer. Assuming we're heading towards that green square that's Losok identified.
Yes. But you should probably make. I'm just gonna full send the ship 4 spaces, so you should probably scan outside of 4 spaces.
Outside of
So like farther than 4 spaces away from right now. I'm going towards this one. That's
As long as you minimize your time spent outside of these solar pathways, your ship may suffer damage, but it will be minimal as compared. The last thing you would want is to stop and plan your next moves while outside of one such space.
Mm. Yes, I've made the choice.
what did Vernon do? Did they increase speed or no?
Vernon gave a bonus. Vernon increased speed, so you have 6 hexes. These 3. This is what your scan shows.
Okay.
The spaces to the left are safe.
You see the green squares, I will translate to you. Green squares are low risk, orange is medium risk.
To the left, if you travel in a straight line. Walk.
Roger.
Towards where we're heading.
Okay. And he's gonna go.
First, can I get just a piloting check from Hawk?
Okay.
Yes. Hawk forgot to wash his hands after eating a Happy Meal and Butterfingers.
Gross, Hawk. I got a wet wipe. I totally had his thing open. Don't even worry about it. Okay, 20. Oh, 31.
Yes, he is, he's good. They can move it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why don't you go straight into the square?
I'm scared that Rachel put like a red one there, you know?
What? Okay, outside of roleplay, why
In
a
case
red
that's
square where?
in the straight line. I just turned it a little bit.
Yeah, you can see the map, yes? There's
Yeah,
a,
but we can't
there's a
see.
little red.
No, we can't see what's in front of us right now.
Yeah, so why did you choose to end the term in a square where we haven't scanned?
You know. True. Okay.
I'm sorry.
You head over to this spot. Flying Hawk kind of sails very quickly through. You feel kind of like when you get too close to the walls, you feel heat kind of resonating from it. But the speed at which Hawk has kind of traversed into this square does not do any lasting damage. You guys end in this space as you plan your next move. Starting with engineering. And for all intents and purposes, I'm going to clear these scans now.
No.
That's Vernon up in engineering.
Vernon is up in Vernon will attempt a. I see what review all squares. Okay, with full speed, we still wouldn't make it.
Osak, I jump into the sun. I'll just become an Ifrit or whatever those things are called, right?
You think that jumping into the sun would change your race to that of an Afridi?
Yes.
I don't know where you would have gotten this assumption. What's Vernon doing?
Vernon will divert to engine again.
Okay, go ahead.
That was 26. So just about passes.
Okay. Diverting to engines. Which means you guys get your bonus as well.
I make Losak the captain.
I do not have any skill. I already told you. I do not have any skills of which to captain, pilot, work computers, or any other aspect of a ship.
Don't sell yourself so short, man. I just need you to do these shields for me because I keep failing.
Remind us of cost.
If you could give me a gun, tell me to point it and shoot at something, perhaps that would be something I'd be more amenable to doing.
Also, unfortunate news. Com failed. Even computers. That's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Kami, you try to get these scans working, but you don't manage to get much luck. All you can see is like the previous scan that you had already done before it kind of fits out. Working this alien technology is difficult to say the least.
Either we've done something wrong, or the heat is affecting this ship's scan.
Can't imagine this thing's holding up too well going against, the sun.
Nah, it's fine. I got a 20 for piloting.
20 for piloting. Okay. Feel free to pilot.
Percy, if you haven't used your captain action, this will be the time.
I failed. Twice. Whoa. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's hope that is a good place.
Okay.
Taking the gambit instead of staying at the safe square. I see. Interesting choice.
We must proceed with speed if we are to reach the burning archipelago in time. You guys fly out to this square. Hawk is kind of
get to this
maneuvering
part.
around these pathways to make it here. As you guys stop, Vernon diverted to engines, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys feel kind of a searing heat as suddenly system critical warnings begin to pop up on the shield. Your ship takes 3 points of damage as you begin to feel the residual heat begin to seep in.
Ow!
I will subtract that from the Blue Jay, and as a reminder, you get critical every 4. Not a lot of health the Blue Jay has. Losak is kind of turning around. What are you doing? I told you to stay within the solar pathways.
Yeah, but like, we live baller.
I don't know what you're saying. Quick to engineering and then science officer.
We wouldn't have reached the back ways. Reached the back way. In that case, Vernon's going to do patch. Although critical damage is it's technically still not critical.
I was gonna say you don't have anything to patch.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Vernon's going to try low gear then.
Okay, go ahead.
Low gear is expected to be either check. No, that will not beat DC 30. That is a 22.
Close. Vernon, you hear kind of like some tinkering in the background, and then there's like you see like steam is starting to eject from one of the engines in the back. Yeah, everyone, don't pay any mind down here. Just doing some normal tinkering with the definitely normal engines I'm very familiar with. You hear a whang as he like just starts hitting it with a wrench.
Dude, I need to pass this. There's no way to get over there.
Well, we cannot stay where we are. Come will do an immediate scan then.
Okay.
She also do the Solarian shield. She passed it 30.
Nice.
19.
Please choose your place to do Solarian Shield.
Okay.
And meanwhile, also tell me if you pass your immediate scan and in which direction.
Yes. Right now, if the shield works, there's not. Let's do starboard. Starboard.
Starboard to the right. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Opposite. Port. Port side.
Port to the left. Okay.
You know, you could save yourself the hassle. Just make them all green, you know?
This is what your scan shows. Hold on, let me get that extra square. This is the results of your port scan.
Okay, then Hot got another 20, not natural.
While I'm rolling that, Jasmine, what do you want to put where you're putting your shield?
Yes.
Oh.
Also, Hawk got a 20, you said?
What is that? How does that work? Yeah. Not natural.
So just
Not
pick somewhere on the map, and then that place will essentially be safe for this round.
Okay.
That is
I wanted-
by far the best way to do this.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it with
We're
4.
not
So
gonna
1, 2, 3, 4 right here.
Okay. Those spaces are in fact safe. Where is Hawk piloting?
The pilot's over here.
Wait, hold on. Where were we before this? Mm, no, you're right.
Okay. Hawk begins to... Oh, I actually do need to count this. Hawk begins piloting the ship as you guys feel this kind of searing heat. Hawk is very frantically trying to sail towards this spot that you are kind of trying to open up. Losak, kind of by your side, Mercy, also takes out a hand, and you feel and you can see actually little glimmers of kind of photon particles parting for you as your ship begins to get seared by this heat. You're going to take 1 residual damage from going through this space because Hawk was not fast enough.
Dang it, Hawk.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull through to the safe zone. And you guys, kind of with a rush of relief, just when hitting the plating of the ship kind of burns your hand, you guys make it to this space.
This is terrifying.
But meanwhile, as you guys figure out your engineering, something's taking damage.
Oh, no, nothing is. It's okay. You don't have to look at that.
My D100. Love to roll it.
I was hoping you would forget.
Of course I wouldn't. That is life support is going down. Captain
What?
actions are glitching.
No, that's what we need. Oh my gosh.
That
Okay,
is
well, we
Vernon's
don't need it
turn.
for the next turn. We'll make it even if I don't do the shields. For the next, for getting to here, we definitely need the shield.
You only have a +10 on this, which means the chance of getting a probability of getting higher than 14 is something that we should not risk, perhaps. Speaking from outside of the character.
Yeah, but we only need that for the next turn. We're just gonna go to here for the turn after this one.
Yes, but the blue jay is not really good at taking damage. And we have to account for the fact that we have to fly through certain squares if we were to get to the other side. So our priority should be trying to make it while taking as minimal damage as possible, because you don't want to explode.
Even if I had the shield for
Yes,
this
I
round,
agree
we
that we
still
should
take
not
damage.
take damage reaching the burning archipelago. This is an excellent plan.
Even if we even if I get the shields for this round, we're still gonna take damage if we fly through a red zone.
Yes, of which one we are trying to identify.
So I'm saying like you could hold patch for next round and do something else if you want.
Vernon will hold it together and choose life support. Or actually, hold on, what? No, Vernon's going to patch life support.
Okay. Go right ahead. You need a 16 to patch.
Which means Vernon did not roll a 1, so
I was gonna say, he should be able to patch this pretty easy.
Whatsoever. He has plus 18.
Yeah. Whoops, that's the opposite of what I wanted to do. In which case, you guys kind of see life support is on the fritz, and after a couple of more, you hear Vernon kind of cursing in the background, some Sheeran swears, and then you see it resolves itself.
Cum was going to do another immediate scan.
Okay, go ahead.
How much do we have? Yeah, Cum. That's for plus 15. That's definitely enough. That's a 24, which passes computer's 20.
All right. Which direction?
Starboard side, which I believe is the side where.
Did you delete that? I already forgot.
Actually, hold on.
I deleted your shield, which isn't in effect anymore.
Right, gotcha. Apologies for that. Forward.
You want to do forward?
Yeah, forward, yeah.
Okay, let me just check how the hell you guys are oriented.
We're going to...
Are you guys... Yeah, let me just readjust you guys. So you're looking at this,
we need it for
right?
start.
Yes. That's right.
And you want to do forward or
Forward.
starboard? Okay.
Forward. Forward is much better because you can see 4 squares instead of 3.
This is the results of your forward scan.
Oh. Okay, Hawk got 19 for piloting.
19 for piloting. Okay.
Okay. You know, this way. And stop there.
All right. You decide to turn, going around. As you guys are kind of veering off towards this space, going around, your ship is again going to take another point of damage as you kind of feel that you are going an even worse route than going straight through your scan.
What? Oh my gosh.
I'd say you guys have not scanned any high-risk squares yet.
We never will, man, because we're not even gonna touch them
Of course. But then that would put you at the top of the turn order.
Engineer again, yes.
She got 28 for the check, so she passes for solar shield.
Okay.
Of course. Yes. That was a smart move. In that case, Vernon will divert to engine.
Go ahead and
Let me
tell
not
me if
put
he
that with you.
passes.
Oh shit, hold on. Did he pass this?
Fuck.
Oh.
I have to stop driving slowly.
I don't, but if I drive too fast, then I'm gonna, end up somewhere we really don't want to say.
Vernon rolls a 23, not 23. Well, Vernon gets a 23, which I believe won't pass the divert.
Okay. The science officer.
Yep, that would be science officer.
Where else would be worse than in between the spaces of drift drive?
I think the sun is close up on that list. At least sitting
Yes.
around in Drift Drive, you're not gonna get incinerated for just existing.
Yeah, but then we're becoming freedies, man. They've got like coal.
We are
skins. We're just
not gonna
shower
become a
ourselves.
Freedie. We are going to become ash piles.
Come will do the low
Non-believer.
immediate scan.
Okay.
Oh, and that definitely passes. I rolled an 18.
All right. What direction?
Forward.
Okay.
Hey,
Forward
did Vernon pass his
always.
divert?
Vernon did
No.
not pass.
We only have 4.
Okay, then I'll put it here.
Wait. Okay. That works too.
Wait, no. Tell me where the safe spots are first, and then I'll put it.
Yeah. Well, how does the? Yeah. Let's see the forward scan.
Send up your forward scan now. Here's the results of your
How do you
forward
rate
scan.
that if you just give? Whoa!
Oh, glad we did that.
It's just the sun blushing, you know?
Yeah, you guys should go check it out, actually.
There could be loot over there.
There could be loot. You guys haven't found the loot I've hidden in this map yet, actually, so...
There's a hot fire mermaid. Okay, then I'm putting my thing... Yeah. This is 4. Then we're going like this!
Wait, couldn't yeah. There's a way to get the same movement but minimize the risk, but for the sake of me not being nitpicking,
No, where?
we'll let it go. Think about it. There's a way of like getting maximum movement without
You be going straight down? We have to turn anyways.
No, where we were. If you put yeah.
What?
Yeah. Why don't you put it here? And like end up on the square that's like right, bottom left.
Oh, in case that square ends up being bad? Okay.
Being red.
Okay.
That way you technically move the exact same, but
I would say with your shield, I won't have Hawk roll this time because there is no point. You are not going through any dangerous squares. So, in that case, you take no damage, no rolls necessary.
Oh my gosh, Hawk, you're so glad that you have me and that I have Kabu.
And we all have each other. Everyone hands in! Losok standing in the corner brooding. Also, what fucking direction are you facing?
Actually, I don't know. Wait, so we went down. No, that's the right way.
Okay.
yeah, I think you're
Alright, top of the round then.
top of the round. Vernon is going to what is it? I'd say divert to end.
Okay.
Here's the option.
I feel bad
that-
that we're not using the gears, but they're just not beneficial. I'm sorry.
Well, 30 is a little high, and I'm not a gambler. Where am I? That'll pass. That is a 20. That is a 30 actually for engineering.
Wow, would have passed. But that's not the action you take. You've diverted to what, engines?
Engines, yeah.
Okay, go on.
Mercy is going to fail her shields.
You know, with the in courage action, you could have better chances on other people's checks, but far be it for me to tell you how to play Starfinder. You sit over next to, you tried to channel that kind of energy that you did with Lozak. He's now kind of hovering over your shoulder. You just had it. You just made a shield. Why can't you do it again?
You're a terrible teacher, man.
This is how I was taught.
You poor soul.
Would I raise you the way that I was taught by my mentors on Burning Archipelago? We would take a hot iron brand and burn your knuckles against it as a reminder.
This sounds like a
Become will do immediate scan and we'll pass the scan.
Okay.
Forward.
And onward.
Forward and up.
To infinity and beyond.
Is resulting in forward scan.
Guys, let's go straight forward. I got this.
Guys, I'm gonna do what they call a gamer move.
Okay, then. Well, let me roll.
Oh yeah, have Hawk roll.
Yes, I do need Hawk to roll.
He got a 26.
Okay.
And then he's gonna. Do you think, Hawk, smell the air? Do you think right down below could be red or orange or green?
You should fly. You should fly through the orange square to get to the green.
You want to risk below, man? It's so tempting.
Hawk rolled a lower roll and flew through an orange square, I believe, and didn't take any damage. It's nice.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
So we're gonna go here, like through the orange.
Okay. In fact, Hawk rolled higher, so he would not have taken damage even if he had passed through squares. But you guys start. He kind of veers off, taking the known path rather than the unknown. Also, probably not a gambler. You guys take no damage this round.
Fuck, that was so lame. You should gamble more.
You told me! I know that I autonomously made that decision, but something tells me that these were somehow beyond my control.
No, I think it was all you.
Start of the round.
Hello, Sock. I need you to stop yelling at me. You keep making me fail.
I am telling you how to do it.
This is not how my wait.
This is simple. Do you remember the allegory about the bunny? I keep telling you.
The bunny and the wolf chasing the bunny. I want the bunny to live.
Exactly.
I don't want the wolf to kill.
It's just like that. It's exactly a perfectly simple allegory. And the bunny goes shoo whoop, rather than the wolf that goes rog rog. It's completely different magics.
That...
So shoo whoop. Do it with me. Shoo whoop.
Rah rah!
No, that's the wrong one! You're the wolf!
This conversation is entertaining. Good distraction.
Yeah, I hope we live to hear the rest of it.
Well, we can't move if I failed shield, so either we stand in a spot. We could risk it. Even if we get 6, we won't make it, but we can risk it. I want to risk it.
Whether you risk it or not, let's... Shit! Okay, I was gonna say, let's see what Com's going to roll on this, high gear. Not high gear, the, far long-range scan. Shit, that's a nat 20.
Oh, not. Okay,
On
what
a
does that
long
do
range
then?
scan, alright.
Okay.
Did Vernon already go?
Yes. Wait, I think so.
You
Wait,
can divert?
Yeah, I think I passed the divert.
Okay. I believe you.
Okay. Oh, we need it at the very end. We're not gonna make it with 6.
Do you even want to go that direction?
You wanna make it for? You wanna go for this one?
For the 3. At the end.
Here? Okay.
Our end goal is to go across the map to the left side.
That's good.
The best way to risk it would be going straight to the left.
We can go a little bit further.
I'm trying to count.
Yeah.
So that way we can end up pretty square.
Now,
Is this
if I
the
was
scan you want to
Rachel-
do?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're all red.
If I was Rachel, man, this whole path would be red. So man, it's all up to you, man. You better get like a 40.
Hate to have done it to you folks, but you are correct.
No. Where do we go then? We're stuck. Do you want to try going around, or do you want to go to one of these? We can take another hit. We'll be fine, man. We'll just burn a little bit.
Then take the path to the...
It's like, either way, we're gonna end up in nowhere, so let's just go, like, to the side of this. Like, somewhere over here.
Ultimately, it's your decision.
I say right here.
Can you do the
Hot
path for
road?
that?
Just straight ahead. Just straight.
Okay.
Whoa, unless I should be going zigzag or something, you know, I can always change.
I think you'd probably be here. I think you need to move one before you can turn. I don't think you can start your
okay.
turn. But yeah. So going down and straight there. Interesting.
We hit like 5 red squares, didn't we?
Well, I do need Hawk to roll his piloting check.
You got 32.
Interesting. I need you to roll it again.
What? 30.
Okay. Hawk begins to set sail towards this square. See, he's kind of like weaving in, like the ship feels like it's starting to sear with heat, and he kind of pulls away, trying to like feel his way through this. And eventually he kind of settles in this square. You guys do take a bit of damage coming out here. Where's my dice?
Oh, send it, Hawk! Do not let us die!
I'm sending it, and if we can plan out a route to get out of here as quickly as possible, you guys are going to take another 4 points of damage.
Oh, that's critical. That better not be engineering. We need 6.
Well, we're about to find out. You guys hear alarms begin to blare. That is...
Not.
In fact, sensors.
No. Yes!
Science
Well,
officer
suck it.
actions have a -2.
Who cares, man? Vernon, you need to get this divert, or we'll die.
Are we just sending it back? We're out here in the middle.
Yes.
Our ship is taking heat.
We're going here, man. You need to divert, and then we'll be fine.
Sure as hell hope we're not taking this thing back.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're not taking this back. Vernon passes his divert.
There you go.
He rolled a 10 plus 8 against enough to pass divert. And he will divert to engine.
Divert to science officer.
Dude, I failed my shield again, but for lore purposes, can I pass it, man? I want to make Losok proud.
You can, with, shit, why did my camera turn? With Osiris's blessing, can mercy and or come added to any roll?
Yes, it's usually, I will let you add your blessing, if you would like. Is your blessing enough? Is your blessing not enough to get 25?
No, wait, let me. Is it? You said it's a D4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one away that we give it. Like if I got max, but even so, that's a waste. We don't need it. I just wanted it for the make Losok proud.
Yes.
We'll see what happens if you guys make it. Are you doing anything on Science Officer's turn? Kami, you have a -2 debuff.
Absolutely. We're going. Com's going to do an immediate scan.
Okay.
Okay. You're messing with me today. Dice? That's funny. Online dice. But that's a nat 20.
Certainly pass an immediate scan. Which direction?
Forward.
Forward, as always.
Rachel said, "Why can't you ever do Starboard? Why don't you ever mix up our relationship?"
I have all these directions. I built this whole map and it goes underappreciated. You guys don't even get to see my DM screen. All the work I put into this.
For this map, you would have to backtrack, which none of you are ever thinking of.
You guys didn't even find the secret chest I hid in this map. Is your scam.
How about Mercy? Mercy doesn't know what she's doing, but Mercy can do Loki just because she feels bad that she didn't test out the new stuff.
But either way, that is your scan on the piloting. And I'm gonna check against Hawk, see how fast he is.
Got 23.
Okay.
There's so many safe zones here. We're fine, man. Okay, but like, look at this nice shiny red. It's like the red button that's in here right now. If I can't touch the red button, might as well just fly into one, right?
Guys, what if we did a cheeky little run into dangerous territory, huh? Just a cheeky little flyby in the corona of the sun.
And then we're here!
As you guys start to Burning Archipelago coming closer into your view, the dark silhouette of its towers, you start to race ahead and, Mercy, you see Hawk is kind of steering ahead. You feel getting closer and closer to the sun that it gets significantly hotter and hotter as you guys approach. As you are steering into it, there is a noise in the engine as suddenly you pull away from the front dash as it gets extremely, extremely hot.
Ow! Are we dying? I thought you said this was a safe zone.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to sail through. Getting closest to the burning archipelago, the sun gets extremely hot, even perhaps as hot as the core of the sun, just on the barrier outside of the burning archipelago, and you are trying to fly straight through it.
Thanks for the warning.
This was inevitable. I thought not to mention it. And you guys, there is kind of, when you look out the window, you see the glass almost begin to get wavy, as if it is melting, as you guys are no visibility, heading straight for the burning archipelago.
Can you
Listen. Losak has kind of sat down next to you. I know that you have learned this off-brand version of Solarian magics, and you have done a paltry display of Solarian magics in trying to get us here. But either way, you are the leader of this group. Is that true or is that not?
Yeah.
Then with whatever backwater, bargain bin, discounted Solarian magics that you have, reach deep.
Okay.
He looks towards it.
I'm a little hungry.
No, not. Where do you draw your power from? You say that you are not religious, that you do not follow the sects of Sarenrae. So where do you grab your power from?
My will? I just think about being strong, and then it happens.
Then think about being strong. Think about being strong enough that this ship does not disintegrate, trying to re-enter the atmosphere of the burning archipelago, killing us all and ending this trip severely shorthanded.
That's a lot of pressure, but okay.
Do it! Can I get a mystic check for Mercy?
No! I've been failing these all round! 23.
You steal your power and you think, what do you think about to draw on your Solarian energy?
I think about there's no way we went past clouds, past eldritch monsters in the abyss, past everything just to die here. I'm saving us.
You think that, and you feel kind of an energy. You hear a cackling in the background of your ducks, your minions. You almost hear Ilsgard in the back, maybe, and you draw upon this energy, and there is a bright glow in front of you. Kamu and Ko, you are all holding on to the straps of your seats as the ship begins to come apart around you, and eventually you feel a sudden relief as you break through the atmosphere of the burning archipelago, skittering down on these empty, kind of desolate volcanic plains as the ship teeters and spins out of control and settles on the ground.
I have to check my ducks, man. Are they melted?
You check your ducks, and they are all sitting in your pack.
Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Do I have ice pack or something in here, man?
I'll give you an ice pack. It is completely water.
Okay.
It's completely.
Oh gosh.
You see Hawk
try
kind
to
of
cover them.
taps the seal stuffed animal that he attached to the rear view mirror. It's a little singed, but it seems to be all right.
We gotta get out of the ship, man. I don't want to be in here anymore.
It seems like we have Sarenrae's blessing after all. Come side-eye as Losak.
She works in mysterious ways. But she may not for much longer if the Church of Burning Mother is truly wishing to destroy everything we hold dear.
Then where'd we go?
You had mentioned that perhaps there are rumors of chambers within the core, within the structures of the burning archipelago itself. A network of both Solarian magics and perhaps faith and technology that we ourselves do not fully understand. Built for our forefathers many, many years ago, perhaps during the creation of Sarenrae herself. These, however, are just rumors spread about by the Hellsaiga, by the high priests. Surely no sun disciple such as myself would ever have dreamed of entering those long-forgotten passageways and catacombs that may lay within the ground.
So you're useless. Okay. Can we remember when me and Kasuk, like, where that catacomb was?
You guys remember in the kind of heat of this attack on the Radiant Cathedral, Elm Losa, the previous Hellsaiga, had done some like ancient Sun Disciple magic and essentially like teleported you to wherever this place that Losak is talking about is.
So, should we? How is he still on here, or has he gone on vacation?
El Losa is previous Hellsaiga. I'm sorry. Did you say he took you there? He took you to where the Hellsaiga are?
Yeah.
Yes.
He took you outsiders there on a whim?
Well, okay, he didn't take us to the Hellsaiga. He took us to this place that controls the sun.
He
But
took
yes,
you
to
to
the
the
Hellsaiga.
catacombs?
Yeah.
The catacombs are real and Elmosa took you there?
Losak.
Do you know how many years this has been a mere rumor that you're talking about? Legends growing up in the Sun Disciples as ourselves, to dream of one day going there as Hellsaiga ourselves. And he just took you. You failed the solar shield 5 times.
Perhaps we don't know about that, but perhaps becoming Hellsaiga isn't purely of one's strength. But far be it for us to make assumptions. Where might we find catacombs?
Again,
Not within.
it is something that is only brought there by strong Solarian magics beyond my abilities. Unless I remind you, you all, including myself, are now outsiders of Burning Archipelago. We're not allowed within the city walls.
Okay.
That's fine.
But, if what you say is true, that the Church of the Burning Mother, they must somehow have access. That is the only way they could enact this plot. The plot that they have dreamed of for so long. Drysata himself managed to make it there.
Yes. In that case, should we investigate
Burning
the
Church?
Church of Burning Mother?
It has long since been abandoned after their attack on the Radiant Cathedral. No more than pyres and empty pews, or so everyone had thought. It's considered unholy ground. But it may be our best bet. I know the path. Hide your faces. Make sure that no disciples see you. He kind of raises up his kind of cowl over his face as he turns back. And he starts walking towards where you see in the background the silhouette of the Radiant Cathedral and the town of Burning Archipelago. It has been a long time since you guys have come here, and now, almost as if in a circle, you have come back. Perhaps for the last time. We'll find out where you go next time.